What's going on, y'all? What's going on? Let me know how we sound and test. Let me know how we sound. I'm gonna pull YouTube up myself. See how we sound. Okay, we sound all right. It's Friday. How y'all doing, y'all? How y'all doing? We got some people up in here. What's going on, Mr. Nobody? I see you up in here. Sounding clear. Okay, good. Appreciate it, 007. All right, y'all. We got a couple setups we're looking at. You know, I know I sound like a dead horse, or I'm beating a dead horse, or however the saying goes. But yeah, the market's just been slow all week. Yesterday was not different at all. The news didn't really do too much like we was looking for yesterday. Again, we're kind of just still ranging. We look at the place. We see here how Monday price did this big move to continue the uptrend. Then we see Tuesday, Wednesday, price struggled to break this resistance level, and then yesterday price rejected it, reversed to the downside. But we are still technically bullish, but we got some work. We got two levels we need to break for the uptrend to continue. So those two levels don't get broken, we could see price possibly try to reverse. Now, I talked about this with some of the members yesterday. I had one-on-one sessions with, but basically, we need today. We do have some news today. We need today for the markets and the charts to break out of these ranging and levels. That way, we can have smooth selling next week. But if we're still stuck in this range today, we might be stuck in next week as well, or be working on getting out of it next week, because next week's the last week of the month. And we don't got a lot of news next week. We only got a couple news events next week. But we'll get to that next week when it comes to that. But as we can see, there's not that many high impact news events. And so there's not that many high impact news events. That means we're really going to be looking for volume to come into play and our confirmations to be met. Kind of just like how this week we was waiting for volume to come into play and our confirmations to be met. But as we can see, the price has just been ranging for literally all week, and they've rejected. There's only been literally like a couple pairs, like one pair a day, that did a decent move. But yesterday, nothing really moved at all yet. Which is unfortunate, but at the same time, like we always trying to say, we don't control the market, so there's nothing we can really do about that. But we do got a couple setups we can look for today. Setups. And then we're going to be looking for GBPJPY still, as well as possible NAS buys. That's what we're going to be looking at today. Now, I'm looking for GJ buys also. All right, so we're about to see if we can break and hold these levels. We'll talk about the prices in a little bit. We could see possible gold buy, but it's already pushed up a little bit last night around 11 o'clock. 10 o'clock going to 11 o'clock. So we're going to look for either retest, and if gold can continue to hold 28.86 as support, we can look for buys going back up to 25.08 and then possibly up to 25.30. That's what we're going to be looking for with gold. GU, same thing with like gold. It took off around 10 o'clock last night. So we're either going to look for a retracement back down to 30.95 to see if we can hold that as support, or if price can break and hold 31.45 support, we're going to look for continued buys there. So I'm actually going to bring my this alert, and bring this up. Boom, there we go. All right, cool. But yeah, we got a couple setups we're looking at right here. As far as news today, we do have a couple news events. We had JPY news last night at 12 o'clock. Didn't really do too much. As we can see, we're kind of still in the same boat situation we've been in all week. As far as what we got going into New York session, we got 8:30 Canadian news and then 10 a.m. USD news. And we also have GBP news at 11 a.m. So do keep those times in mind. Members, we're going to be going live for we'll go live for the 10 a.m. news. We're going to see what pops off during that. But yeah, it's just been one of those weeks, you know what I'm saying? Which is why I always talk about, you guys got to take advantage of the weeks where we have good volume, nice volume, like last week, for example, or July, majority of July last month, we had like crazy volume, very smooth sailing, very clean moves. And when those days or weeks do come, y'all definitely got to make withdrawals and secure y'all's profits, right? Because again, there's cycles in the markets. There's some weeks and months when we're in an uptrend. There's some weeks and months where we're in the downtrend, and there's some weeks and months where we're in consolidation arranging. And this week we're not really consolidating, but we're struggling to continue the trends, and we just keep on reversing or trying to re-break the levels, which we've seen with a lot of charts this week. Just dropped a new video the other day for y'all. Make sure to check that out if y'all haven't already. And if you're not subscribed, make sure to subscribe. We're almost at 2,700 subscribers. We can get to that easily. Now, I don't hear the music. No, my music bug out? Give me 1 second, y'all. There we go. We should be back in business. Yeah, but if you guys got any questions, drop them in the chat. When we look at any charts, drop them in the chat. I know you're pretty new to trading. You probably don't understand what's going on, especially if, you know, comparing it to last week and this week is drastically different conditions. But also, we just go on to the bigger time frames. Well, GA is not really a good example. We can just see a clear difference in the weeks. Like GE is like the only chart that's actually been smoothly moving, but it's been sneaking off and doing moves either late at night in between sessions, about to change, or just late in the day during New York session. But besides that pair, a lot of these charts have just been ranging, you know, majority of this week, right? Like we look at last week, this was Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then Friday. So we had a clean higher high, higher low into a new higher high to end the week off. And then we look at this week, price failed to break this level, continue the uptrend, reverse, and it's been ranging, showing at this level for the entire week versus last. We got clean push and new higher high made. This week, we have not seen that happen. We see a clear difference between last week and this week, right? Hope we all can see the clear difference from last week and this week. We go to NAS, same thing. We go to last week, right? Clean push to the upside all last week. Ooh, this is where Friday ended. We look at this week. We do not see a clean push. We see price struggling to continue the trend, right? We see a clear difference between last week and this week. And we go to GJ. What do we see for the past 2 weeks? All right, let's just go back down the list. That was Friday. This was Monday last week. Again, clean push to the upside. And then we look at this week, price struggling to make that next higher high, which we could see happen today, though, which is why we're looking for buys from GJ. Right, so GJ can break over 91.35 is supported for possible to 192.05, possible to 193.45. We look at GA. What do we see? Again, we see price did a reversal after what, like 3 weeks of struggling to continue the uptrend. Again, we look at last month, clean higher highs, clear volume, clean moves every day. And then for like 3 weeks, price was consolidating, struggling to make the uptrend continue. Then we had a reversal. And then what do we see here? 2-3 weeks of price struggling to continue the downtrend. And then we have the reversal taking place this week. So again, we look at all these charts and we're seeing the same thing going on. Price struggling to continue the trend is currently in, and we're seeing reversals take place. So when that stuff's going on, we can't really do nothing about that. We have to wait for the next trend or the trend to continue, right? Yeah, that's why it's so important to understand how to read the charts and know what's going on in the charts. Because when you understand what's going on in the charts, you see what's taking place, helps make things make sense, but also helps you understand what's going on and what to expect while you're on the charts. Because again, a lot of times people, when markets are slow, they don't understand why markets are slow. And like I talk about all the time, when it comes to trading, you have to have a completely different mindset than like when you're working, you know, your regular job, right? With a regular job, unless you're salary, you get paid like every 2 weeks. I don't know how it is in other countries, but I'm talking about America. And as long as you work the same amount of hours, you do the same exact thing every week, the paychecks come be the exact same every time you get paid. But with trading is a little bit different. You might show up the same time every day. You might do the same stuff every week. But the results are going to vary. Again, it's just like a business or being an employer, right? If things fluctuate, things are different, right? Or it's just like fishing. I can go fishing every Saturday. Just because last Saturday I caught 3 fish doesn't mean every Saturday I'm going to catch 3 fish, right? But just because I don't catch 3 fish this Saturday, that doesn't necessarily mean that I don't know how to fish anymore or I'm doing something wrong. It's just different. It's just a different week, right? Just like the same example, let's say last Saturday I got my first bite in 2 minutes. It'd be silly for me to expect to bite every first 2 minutes every time I go fishing. So let's say today, Saturday, I go fishing. It's been 15 minutes. I'm looking at my clock. I'm like, damn, I ain't get a bite yet. Am I doing something wrong? Simply not the case. You know what I'm saying? There's not volume. Price struggles to continue to make the moves we need. And we just have to patiently wait for that to happen. It's just as simple as that. The one trade we did take this week, though, was a winner, which is still the ultimate goal. Obviously, would it be nice to take a little bit more than one trade, but again, when it comes to trading, you don't want to force setups or just take just shitty trades. Every trade you take needs to make sense, needs to follow the rules, and hold on one second. That's what we talk about all the time. We'll look for high quality, high probability setups. So you don't see anything you like, confirmations are met, you simply just don't enter. So that's simple. That's wise. Yeah, the only reason why I have this mindset is 'cause I used to do the same thing. I used to trust me. I used to do a bunch of dumb things back in the day, and there's been periods where price has been slow before. This isn't the first time ever that the markets have been slow. And I used to do the same thing. Like I used to feel like I'm being unproductive or I'm doing something wrong because I didn't take a trade, and then I'll start making up setups in my mind or trying to chase setups or break my rules just for it to bite me in my ass. And I'm like, dang, I knew I shouldn't have done that. So now that's why I'm so strict with my rules, because it came to a certain point where I was tired of just making the same mistakes over and over again. And I was like, okay, I'm actually trying to make money with trading. I'm not just trying to just do dumb stuff. You know what I'm saying? And again, you got to think long term, right? If we just had a great week last week, we went 4 last week, and this month we've been winning way more trades than we lose, just like any other month. 16-5 last month. Last quarter we went. Where's it at? Can't even see it. There we go. Last quarter we went 44-11. It's like we're still up for the month. We're still up based off last week. We're still up this week. So why would I throw my profits away just by just being impatient or doing dumb shit, right? You don't need to do that. Again, we're investing over here. We want to make smart investments. We want to make smart choices. And we don't just want to throw our money away, right? We want to throw our money away. We can buy some lottery tickets, scratch offs, or go to the casino. Right? That's why I always say trading isn't gambling. A lot of people are just gambling. Trading isn't risky. A lot of people are just being risky. A lot of people don't like to hear stuff like this, but it is what it is. I'm just to make things up or make everything seem like it's all sunshine and rainbows. This is a channel for the real traders that actually want to be successful, and I just be blunt, straight up, and just tell you the reality of trading. Right? That's why I do these live streams, so y'all can see how every day is literally different. Some days we have crazy volume during London session. Some days we take setups during London session. Other days volume is slow. Right? That's just the game of trading. We got a new 15 about to pop up in a few minutes. Price, as we see, still just kind of ranging right now. Make sure like the live as y'all hop up in here, y'all. Yeah, so today I definitely want to see price break these levels so we can see the new trend start or the trend continue. That way next week will be a lot easier to trade, especially because there's not going to be that many news events. It's the last week of the month. But we got to see how today ends. Make sure to hit that first link in the description, y'all, and join the free signal free Telegram. See you how we did last month and last quarter. Go ahead and hit that first link, check it out for yourselves. We're going to do it. So, I don't even got Telegram. I pulled it up before the stream started. I might have to take down my screen so I can put so I want my personal information out. We get to that when we get to that. Though. Now we can actually see what's going on. U15 just popped up. Again, we're looking at GJ and GA guys. We're also looking at GU and gold buys. We're just waiting for retracements on those two. Yeah, can hold 95.15 as support, 95.50, up to 95.95. Since price did end up reversing yesterday and breaking this resistance level, but see if we can hold this level as support. Can see the reversal and possible uptrend come into play. It is going to have to break through this level of traffic here, though. But we'll get to that when we get to that. Right now, we're waiting to see if we can hold this level right. Again, we do got a few news events popping off today. We got at 8:30 Canadian news, 10 o'clock USD news, and 11 a.m. GBP news. So we're going to see how those pop off and affect the markets. Going to go live with the members at 10 a.m. for the USD pairs. And we'll see how that goes on. Answer questions, all that good stuff. But again, we're just seeing how small these candlesticks are and how it's just been hugging this level for hours, right? We go just looking down the line. This was literally yesterday at 5 a.m. Now it's today at 3:30. So almost a whole 24 hours of just holding this level's hand all day. You get what I'm saying? Good morning. What are the take profit and stop loss coordinates? I'm not in a trade right now. And when I take trades, I send the signals to the members and the advanced signaling. And that's where I put the entry, SL, as well as the take profits. So if you just rewind like literally 2 minutes, you'll hear what I said, what price I'm looking for entries at, and where I can see price going. So if you just jumped in, rewind 2 minutes, and you'll literally hear me talk about that. So if you want the signals, that's some advanced play signaling. But like I said, we don't take any setups yet. All right, GA, we're going to see if we can hold this level right here. Got a new 5-minute about to pop up in a minute. I gotta pull up Telegram, so I gotta move my screen. I gotta turn my screen off real quick because it's not pulled up yet, and I don't want to show everybody's personal information that be messaging me and stuff. So give me 1 second, y'all. You know what's hilarious? As I did that, it literally popped up on my left monitor. So it's like I did that for no reason, but it's better safe than sorry. That's just hilarious stuff. All right, we're back to business. We're back to business. So make sure that first link in the description on a free signal for Telegram. Those that's just joined the stream, we have not entered anything yet. These are just trade ideas. You see on your screen how we did last month and last quarter. And we're going to break down this week. If y'all been tuning in, like I've been saying all week, volume's been dead. And you just look at the charts, you can literally see that volume's been dead. Like we just showed what was GN, how for literally almost 24 hours, prices have been chilling at this level. We also showed at the beginning of the live stream, so you rewind, what time is it? Like maybe like 10, 15 minutes, you'll see us break down all the charts and go over how they've been looking compared to, or what they've been doing compared to last week and what they've been doing compared to this week. And you can see there's a drastic difference between last week and this week, where last week there was actual moves going on, whether those were higher highs or lower lows being made. And then this week we see reversals and price struggling to break levels. But also, if you go to the smaller time frame, you can literally see this stuff. Like how price has just been ranging for hours, days after day, right? Again, we look at GJ. This is how last week ended. We had a lot of consolidation last week as well. We can see Monday all the way going into Thursday until that Thursday news event popped off. That's when the volume kicked in last week. We had 8:30 news Thursday 15th, and we can clearly see Thursday 15th at 8:30. That's when the volume kicked in to break this level. You had to watch my video on trade news. Highly recommend checking that out. Playlists are all up to date. But after this, we literally see Friday price last support, Sunday going into Monday price reversed. Then we see Tuesday price rejected this level, reversed again. Wednesday price rejected this level, and then yesterday finally price broke this level, but still fell below that support, ended up rejected. So as we can see here, price has been struggling to continue the uptrend, and we can literally see that when we move into the bigger time frames. Again, we see last week we had a clean higher high, and we see this week our price has been struggling to continue to make the next higher high. Good change today though, which is why we're paying attention and watching DJ. But we did take one trade this week, which was a GN trade, and that was a winner, so we're still 1-0 this week. So we're still up this week, profitable this week, which is the ultimate goal. And last week, I forgot to post it, but when markets closed, TP4 got hit. When markets reopened later on that night, TP6 got hit. So we actually caught like 60 pips instead of 40 pips. And I'll do that to recap the week later. I can also show that really quick too, just in case somebody thinks something. This is an old signal, by the way, so nobody takes this. This is an old signal by the way. You can see here, looking at GN, August 20th. We go to GN, see right here. This was August 20th. All right, this was August 20th. And then you can see at 7:41 a.m., TV4 got hit, right? And then you see the New York price watch at 9 o'clock, send that every day to the members. And then you see me letting them know volume is still low today. And we see later on the markets reopen, 37 p.m., 8:53. That's when TP6 got hit. And obviously after TP6 got hit, as we can see here, price rejected and reversed. And that's where we're at now, right? So we actually caught a few more TPs when markets reopened, but that's the only trade we're taking this week. Again, volume's just been dead. I'm not going to just take stupid setups. I like to take high probability, high quality setups. So volume is low or price is struggling to meet my confirmations, I'm simply just not going to pull the trigger. If y'all been tuning into my live streams for at least the past week, if not the past month, y'all know very well that I do that. So this is how we did last week. Last week we were 4-0 to 0 losses, about 27,272 pips. You click right there, it's going to take you to the beginning of the week. At the beginning of every week, I drop the Sunday chart analysis going over not just what I see price doing Sunday going into Monday, but what I see price going and doing throughout the entire week. I drop this every single week at the beginning of the week. If you go to August 1st, you'll see how we ended July. 16.5, giving 76% win rate. You see, like on August 1st, you click right here, it's going to take you to the first week of July. Where you see we started off month 3-0. You click right here, it'll take you to literally the first day of July. You can also see how we ended June, 13-3. Right, click right there. Take you to again the first week of June. You click here, it'll take you to the first day of June, and then you see how it keeps on taking you to the next month. So you keep on clicking these chains, it'll literally just take you down memory lane where you can see how you go monthly, weekly, as well as quarterly basis. And if you scroll down to scroll down to let me get the date for you. Where is it? Here we go. July 2nd, you can see how we ended last quarter, quarter 2. April we went 16-4, catching 69,396 pips. May went 15-4, 47,957 pips. And in June we went 13-3, catching 1,006 pips. Ending the quarter 44-11, it was 8%, as well as catching 118,359 pips. So again, we've been killing it all this year. You know, we just go down memory lane. Y'all can see how we did quarter 1 and all that stuff. I'll pull that up later. You go to photos. There's over 1,000 photos, 2 years worth of receipts. So that's also why I'm chilling right now, because I just had a great week last week. We just had a great month last month. We had a great quarter. So again, there's no reason to just do silly things and make dumb mistakes to throw our profits away. You know what I'm saying? We're about to see if we can actually take some setups in a second. It looks like GN and GA are trying to do something for us. Let's see if GJ is trying to do something for us as well. So we're going to see what this next 15 looks like. 500 closes. Gold and NAS, we still got some work to do, so we're going to pay attention to these. Again, if GJ can break and hold 191.25 as support, we can look for buys going to 210 and possibly up to 193.40. GA can hold this low at 1330 as support. We can look for possible buys going to 1415 and possible 1485. And with GA, it can hold this low as support here at 95.15. Possible buys going to 95.55. 9600. That's what. If you guys got any questions, drop in the chat. We're looking at any charts, drop in the chat. But you already know the drill. We're just chilling, patiently waiting. We see how last time price hit this level and rejected, and we see how this time price literally came to a halt as soon as it hit this level. And now we see this 15 that just popped up. I was attempting to try to break and hold this level as support. So again, you see how price is reacting in real time to these levels. This is exactly why we follow these rules and confirmations, and while we wait to see if price can break and hold these levels. We see all these charts reacting to these levels right here. GJ looks like it's about to try though. So let me see. Again, if price can break these next levels, we can see the uptrend continue as far as GJ is concerned. That's what we're looking for right now. You guys got any questions? Drop them in the chat. Want to look at any charts? Drop them in the chat. how this is looking here. I'm waiting to see if we can close on that level. Those just joining the stream, I'm not into this yet. This is a trade idea. Make sure you hit that first link in the description during the free signal and free telegram. You see on your screen how we did last month and last quarter. Go ahead and hit that first link and check it out for yourselves. Got a new 5 minute about to pop up in a second. I'm liking how these two are looking right here. Again, with GJ, as far as GJ is concerned, is reattempting to continue the uptrend. Now, you watched my video on how trends work. If you have not watched my video on how to identify trends, I highly recommend checking that out. Because again, if we're going to be trading, you have to understand and know how to read the charts. There's no shortcuts. There's no way to avoid it. You have to learn and understand how to read the charts. So make sure to check out my day trading tips playlist. Got over 80 videos teaching how to read the charts, trading plans, trading psychology, all that good stuff. Orion. Now I'm gonna be a little bit harsh with you because me and you both know you've been following me in these lives and a member for a little bit. And you ask this question almost every time I see you in this comment section. Every trade I look for a retest. Not just this trade, every single trade. You always ask me about the retest. Every single trade we wait for the retest. Every single trade. My answer is not going to change. Every time you ask me about it, it's not going to change. Wait for the retest. And every time I either do the New York price watch list, the Sunday chart analysis, you hear me in these live streams, and I have not noticed, you're going to notice it now that I pointed out. You always hear me say, if it can break and hold as support, if it can break and hold as resistance, then we can look for buys or sells from this point to this point. It needs to hold the level as support and resistance. So new 15 just popped as well as a new hour. Again, we do got a few news events popping off today, so do keep these times and these pairs in mind. So let's go to our actual week. That would help. So let's actually go to our actual week. There we go. So at 8:30, start off New York session. We got Canadian news. Going to be going live with the members from 10 a.m. USD news. And then an hour after that at 11 a.m. we got GBP news. And then we got Jackson Hole going on all day. So do keep these times in mind. Again, if you join the live, I'd highly recommend rewinding to the beginning because we broke down the market conditions and all this that's been going on this week, as well as our projections. So if y'all joined late, I highly recommend rewinding so y'all know what's going on and what we're looking for today. All right. So we're about to see this can hold here. Again, the last 15 to close. So again, it's going to have to break this level of traffic, but the GJ can hold this level as support at 191.25. Look for buyers going to 210. Conflict to 193.45. That's what we're looking for here. We're also looking for possible GA and GN buys, but they're still kind of just hugging this level. So we're going to wait till later to see if volume can break and hold those levels. We're also going to look for possible gold and GU buys, but they just got started tracing to do. We're also going to look for possible NAS buy. If NAS can break and hold 19.67 as support, we look for possible buys go back up to 19.830, also up to 19.990. But if it keeps rejecting this level, we could see the reversal come into play if it breaks past 19.460. Make sure to follow me on Instagram and TikTok. Y'all see that scrolling at the bottom of y'all screen. Instagram playmaker_way, TikTok _playmakerway _. Make sure to catch one video I dropped this week as well as the playlist. Got 4 huge playlists for y'all. Make sure to not waste this weekend, y'all, because markets close 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, and then they open back up literally a day and a half later. So that's literally nothing. So I'm not saying have no life this weekend, but y'all definitely need to review y'all's trades, revise the trading plan. If you don't have a trading plan, come up with one. And then you need to have rules and a game plan for the week. Because if you just, let's say you had a bad week this week, or you just didn't really do anything, and then you come back next week, you're going to be at the same place you left off, or you might forget some of the stuff you thought you learned this week. Trust me, speaking from experience. All right, so you got to spend some time on the charts as well as when it comes to trading, at least an hour a day, and that's the minimum. Everybody's got at least 4 to 6 hours a day of free time. Nobody is too busy. Trust me. I used to work 2 jobs, 2 days out the week, 14, 16-hour days, and I still made time to figure this stuff out. So there's literally no excuses, bro. No excuses. Shout out to everybody in the live. Shout out to everybody that's been in the live since the beginning. Shout out to everybody that's been in the live since y'all joined. Shout out to everybody that's liked the live and always be liking the lives when you're hopping in here. We're going to see what goes on this next hour going into New York session. Members want to look out for that link at 10 o'clock. Yeah, we're going to be back at it same time next week. On this 3 EST.